welcome back to the Attack the Rack YouTube channel. This is the Attack the Rack podcast with myself, Big Mo, and Trent.
Guys, every family party or social event needs something special. Bubba's Bounce House Rentals, LLC can do that for you. They provide inflatable bounce houses and water slides on top of great service in the West Michigan Lakeshore area. Call Bounce Master Sam at 616-485-0257 today and mention Attack the Rack to get $25 off your next rental. Also, find Bubba's Bounce House Rentals, LLC on Facebook. Bubba's Bounce House Rentals. All we rent is fun.
All right, and we're going to kick this show off with something that Big Mo and I were doing on the podcast. The winner of the week. It's Friday morning, and we're going to take a look back at the week that was, and we're going to give you our winner of the week. Trent, go ahead, man. Give us your winner of the week. What do you got?
All right. My winner of the week is going to be Mr. Jared Goff.
Nice.
And it could almost be the winner of the month just for how good he's been. But we're going to go with the week because the start of the Lions game, he was going to be the loser of my week. And then the Lions turned it around and he was 22 of 25 and pretty much perfect again. So he's going to be my choice.
He has got to be an early on favorite for MVP. I mean, especially when you look at the Lions, arguably, one of the top 2-3 best teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
The best, stat wise, got to be up there in most statistical categories. Got to be in the conversation for MVP as we approach the halfway point of the season, I would think.
Yeah, he's been great. And I guess since we got him, I always questioned his throwing ability just because it never looked pretty. Like it was never like a tight spiral.
Yeah.
But I have seen improvement this year. His spiral looks a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it looks better. And I would assume it's more catchable for the wide receivers.
Yeah, I mean, and Big Mo, you kind of mentioned the same things about Jared Goff over the last couple of years. In fact, you saw him live, and you kind of had some of the similar thoughts on his ball.
Yeah, I mean, I last year I worried about his toughness, but you know what? He slowly won me over. So
Well,
we'll give him the winner of the week. I'm not going to give him the winner of the year yet, but week by week, go Lions.
Need a Super Bowl for that.
And I think it's fair that we, wanted to give him time to decide what we thought of him. I mean, we're coming off having, a Hall of Fame quarterback in Matthew Stafford. And obviously Jared Goff has had up until coming to Detroit, not the greatest of career. And I think it's fair that we took some time to decide whether or not we thought he was going to be the man or not.
Yeah, and I also love the fact that an entire state will chant his name at pretty much any other sporting event than a Lions game.
Yeah.
At the state game Saturday, student section was chanting Jared Goff. So
Were they really?
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
That's hilarious. Well, hey, mine's also in the NFL, so I'll just go next. I got, and this one's kind of twofold. I got DeAndre Hopkins. Just was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs. So huge win for him, going from the not so great Tennessee Titans to Super Bowl contender, currently undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. And as I said, it's twofold because I think the Kansas City Chiefs also huge winner here. Mahomes certainly needs another weapon on the offensive side there. And definitely got that with DeAndre Hopkins. So I'm going to go DeAndre Hopkins, winner of the week, along with his new team, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow. Is it weird that I question if he's still like effective?
No, it's not because he wasn't spectacular last year, but the year before he still had over 1,000 yards.
Okay, and
So
the
I think
team
3 years ago he had,
wasn't great.
yeah,
Like he wasn't on like a good team, good quarterback kind of thing. So
yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just kind of forgot about him,
No, I hear you. I
and
think
now he's going to be
obviously he
super
had a
relevant.
phenomenal. He was phenomenal with the Texans, and I think his first year with the Cardinals was still really good. But then he kind of dipped, and then last year not great. Year before though, 70. I think he had like 75 catches, well over 1,000 yards. So
Okay.
But hasn't had a great quarterback.
Yeah, true.
very true.
And he might not have to be the number one option.
Yeah,
Or at least the speedster wise. I mean, that probably opens the door to all the other Kansas City receivers or Kelsey and the
yeah,
rookie, because now you've got to kind of decide a little bit who you're going to guard or how you're going to guard them. So
yeah.
big win, big
Big
winners.
one. All right, Big Mo, you're winner of the week.
My winner of the week, I'm going to say it hasn't happened yet, but winner of the week, my cousin Mark, who's turning 40.
Oh, happy birthday, Mark.
Yep, yep. We're getting together at the Lions game on Sunday.
No way.
Yeah, do a little tailgating in the morning. He said he's going
Nice.
to be out there bright and early with the grill, so expecting about an 8 a.m. Tailgate start time, and then enjoy the 1 p.m. kickoff.
Nice.
So,
And so that's your
so
winner
winner of the
of
week
the week.
is my cousin Mark, but
Yeah.
maybe more winner of the week is the get together on Sunday morning through the afternoon.
And then threefold Detroit Lions getting a win.
Threefold would be the Detroit Lions getting the win, and maybe a quick little another NFL winner of the week, Brian Branch,
Oh,
second in the league in interceptions, missed
yeah,
a
that's a
game.
good one. That's a good one there.
Yeah, keep the NFL rolling, baby. Here we go.
All right. Well, hey, since we we all went NFL, let's just stay with the NFL here. Kind of mix up what producer Dale. Sorry, producer Dale. We're gonna jump around here a little bit. Um, well, hey, let's just start with Titans Lions Sunday, as you mentioned, Big Mo, 1 p.m. kickoff, obviously in Detroit, since you're going to be there. Lions right now are 11-point favorite. Do you
Wow,
ever have the Lions ever been a double-digit favorite? That's crazy.
wow,
That is a
well,
lot.
it is a lot, but hey, we're rolling. Hopefully, a lot of points are scored. We can even give up a couple extra touchdowns to score a few more touchdowns ourselves, so it can be an exciting game.
Yep,
Uh,
and obviously the Titans are struggling this year. Quite, the loss to Derrick Henry. They can't figure out the quarterback situation. Will Levis just isn't it. It doesn't sound like. Uh, what do you got, Trent? Titans Lions.
I just hope it's not one of those weird ones where Lions come out flat and the Titans look like $1,000,000.
Yeah,
If they should handle business,
yeah.
I would say they cover as well.
All right. And then we got here's kind of an interesting game this weekend. You got Bears at Commanders, two teams that have just been straight struggling the last few years. Both teams draft a new rookie quarterback. Both teams excited about their season going into this year. I was kind of thinking both teams, hey, I don't know if you really should get too excited yet about your new team, but hey, both teams having nice little seasons so far. The Bears at 4-2, Commanders at 5-2. This game is in Washington, but the Bears, I don't get this. Bears are actually a 2.5 point favorite on the road at 5-2 Commanders.
well, is Jaden Daniels out?
I haven't heard that.
Oh, I mean, he was out. He got hurt last game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Trent, are you looking that up? It looks like.
I
Yep,
think
I
it was
got you.
a back issue, maybe. So
Okay.
As Trent is looking that up,
Yeah.
Kurt, to answer your question, the Lions were last double-digit favorites in 1996 with a Barry Sanders-led team going down to or maybe against Tampa Bay.
Okay. On the
The
road,
Lions. Oh, that part I don't know.
probably at
Uh,
home, I would guess. But wow.
Lions won 21-6, so they did cover.
Nice. Way to go, Lions.
I'm hoping for more of like a 50-12 game myself, though.
You know, I don't know why, and I'm just thinking back. It seemed like the Lions even the Buccaneers were horrible, most of the 90s, especially in the early 90s, but yet it always seemed like the Lions just struggled against them for some reason. But not in that game, apparently.
Well, I mean, it's favored by 12. They only won by 15 for crying out loud. So,
Yeah.
um,
But they did cover.
I wonder who was on that Tampa Bay team.
Uh,
96.
was that free work done or was work done maybe the running back?
I feel like that had to be pre.
Really? Yeah. Because it seemed like he always torched the Lions.
He was probably right in that range, but I mean,
Yeah.
was Tony Dungy coaching at that time?
He might have been. Yeah.
In his early years. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, Trent, what do we got?
All right, we got Mr. Jaden Daniels is listed as questionable.
Okay.
He did not practice today.
Ooh.
Coach on Monday said he was week to week,
Okay.
and it's a rib injury, so he hurt his ribs.
That's never fun.
No, so it sounds like I would guess he doesn't play.
Yeah. Who backed him up last week? I can't remember.
Marcus Mariota.
Oh,
Yeah.
did a pretty good job though. So
Yeah,
I put my money on Marcus over Caleb Williams.
that would be kind of disappointing because it was a huge storyline of that game would certainly be the two rookie quarterbacks, Caleb Williams going against Jaden Daniels,
yeah,
which Jaden Daniels has been phenomenal this season.
yeah. He's been great.
Wow. Almost like a repeat of CJ Stroud last year.
MVP like.
Yeah, 1,400 yards, 6 touchdowns in the air, and 2 picks.
Wow.
But he runs. That's his.
Yep.
He's got what's his rushing? 66 carries, 372 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Anything else NFL wise, guys, as we go into the weekend here?
Do you think the Lions are gonna try to get a D end?
I would hope so, but it's like they're not saying much. It's like everyone is assuming they are. All the media is talking about it, but they don't. It's weird.
And I don't think it's gonna be Max Crosby.
Okay.
I know that's who everybody wants. That's who I want, but I don't think
it's going to be one of the guys out of Cleveland.
Okay.
Is Garrett on the.
I think he's the long shot.
That'd be
I
crazy.
really want him. I can't stand him.
How awesome would that be, though?
He's good. He is good. He's a nutcase, but he's good.
Oh,
He's good, but man, after he took his beat the which Steelers quarterback was that?
Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph beat him over the head with his own helmet. No thanks. I don't need that yet.
That's grit, though. That's grit.
Sometimes you just lose it. Sometimes you just lose it. That's not as. I don't know if that's how he always is. It.
You should see Big Mo and rec basketball.
Yeah.
I never threw a helmet.
No, just a human against the stage at the Civic Center.
We didn't have helmets.
Just a Debo.
Just a good legal back screen every now and then.
Yeah, there you go. You are good at those.
Best way to get somebody back. The best way to get somebody back.
It is. It is. I actually tried that against somebody, back in my rec basketball days when I was in shape, a lot smaller than I am now. I tried to do that to a guy who was built like a linebacker. Didn't go so well. And I think I got called for a moving screen on it, and that was my 5th foul, and I fouled out of the game, and just
double whammy.
Mm-hmm.
Never want to set one on your 5th, Kurt, just in case they call it.
Well, hey, just full transparency, everybody out there. We're actually recording this on Wednesday night, and Detroit Pistons are in the 3rd quarter, their first game of the season. They're actually, guys, up 75-71.
Really?
Indiana Pacers. Looking at the box score here, Harris and Hardaway. Hardaway's got 14. Harris has 13. Cunningham has 16. Rookie, what's his name? Ron Holland? Is that who they drafted?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 6 points. He's only played 7 minutes though, and I think most of those were actually in the first half, if not all those minutes. So
Okay.
that'd be pretty sweet if they knocked off the Pacers in game one.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
What do you have the score,
Try-
Kurt? What was the score?
It's 75-71 right now, 4 minutes left in the third.
Gotcha.
And we talked a little bit on the last episode about the Pistons. I think we were all kind of maybe thinking I think me and you, Big Mo, both thought maybe 20 some wins. Trent, you were a little higher, I think.
Yeah, what did I say? 30 or so?
Yeah, but obviously nowhere near playoffs.
Yeah, no.
But hey, maybe they'll be inspired by the significantly overachieving Detroit Tigers. You never know.
True. The belief.
And then speaking of NBA, you guys hear about this stuff with Joel Embiid?
No, what did he do?
Well, first of all, he was a few days ago. He came out and he said he's probably never going to play a back-to-back for the rest of his career.
I thought didn't they put a rule on that?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is apparently they're already saying he's going to miss the first 3 games of the season here, and I was just reading about this. The NBA, what they'll do is if you miss a nationally televised game, which tonight's game's on ESPN right now, they're playing Milwaukee, yeah. The NBA will do an extra investigation to find out if the injury is legit or not. How crazy is that?
What do they like? Go wake him up out of bed and be like, "Hey, come run this 40-yard dash."
I have no idea. I've never heard of it before, but I saw like during like the pregame on the bottom line flashing, NBA to investigate Joel Embiid. Forget what they called it, and then I looked it up and then read an article about it, and sure enough, the NBA will look a little bit deeper into injury, guys missing games when they're nationally televised.
Yeah, just eat the fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
If it keeps them healthy, the 76ers probably pick up the cost.
Yeah.
And
But
as long as they make the playoffs.
I just think it's ridiculous to like come out. Well, obviously, this load management crap is ridiculous.
Agreed.
I mean, I'm sorry, Joel Embiid, and I think the Sixers said the same thing. They were gonna with Paul George, and he's out too. Surprise, surprise! I saw he's missed 22% of his games in his career.
Jeez.
But the Sixers also said that they were probably not going to play him in back-to-backs, and I'm like, how ridiculous is that? You can't play a basketball game 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Think about all the think about every other human being that has a job and has to work back to back to back to back to back, at least 5 backs in a row. I mean, you can't work 2 nights in a row playing basketball for 2 hours. It's ridiculous.
And make over 100, 200 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like some haterade.
Here's the thing. I think I've solved the NBA load management problem.
Oh.
Here's what you do. Let's just say for easy math, you sign a contract, let's say 4 years, 100 million. So you're making 25 million a year, right? You take that 25 million and divide it by 82, and you get that amount per game. Okay? And you'll have to figure out something with the playoffs, blah, 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 blah. You get that amount per game. And if you don't have a doctor's note that says you can't play, you just don't get paid whatever that amount is per game. You just don't get that amount. You just don't get that money for that game.
I like it.
Why does the doctor's note count?
Because you got to have evidence that you're injured.
Yeah, you just pay to play, man. If you play, you get paid.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, even if you're injured.
Well, if you're injured, it's not really.
Well, yeah.
That's all.
That's probably slightly true. But what if it's an injury that didn't happen in basketball?
Oh, well,
good point.
That's a good one too, because I think they put a lot of stipulations in their contracts, like you can't go downhill skiing and stuff like that. You can't ride a motorcycle. So I guess it was kind of.
Hey, if people are willing to pay them and people are willing to watch games and buy merchandise, they're going to get their money either way.
Yeah. But it's just, you think about these fans that go to the game paying all this money to get a ticket, and then you show up and you find out LeBron's not playing, or Paul George isn't playing, or Kawhi
It's
Leonard's
pretty
not playing.
easily solved, Kurt. You don't buy a ticket to go watch a game.
That's true.
In that case, boycott the NBA.
Yeah.
And then, hey, again, we're recording here Wednesday night. Last night, Lakers' first game of the year. They beat the Timberwolves. Surprise, surprise. I mean, Timberwolves, even with the loss of Karl Anthony Towns, I think they got a couple nice pieces in return for him. So that's a good win for the Lakers. But what are we thinking with this Bronny James actually checking into a game with LeBron? What a great moment. I call BS. It's not a great moment. It's a fake moment. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's cool that they play together, I guess. Like they get in at the same time. Kind of cool that way. Also kind of corny, in my opinion. Just the
When
way that
did
I don't know.
when did he check in? Because he only played like,
It was the only time he got in the game.
Yeah.
was it like
It was like
30?
early. It was like first half.
Was it under a minute?
Uh,
Or was it 3? I just wondered when it was because
Well,
I've seen the highlights where they checked
yeah,
in
it was only
together.
a couple minutes, and he did get two shots off. Of course, he missed them both, but he did get enough time to get a couple shots off.
Um,
But it's just it would
obviously it's cool. I mean, they're gonna. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think LeBron James cares one bit about what me or you think or Trent.
no, he doesn't.
You
He only
know,
thinks about himself.
and that's okay. That's all right. I mean, that's gonna be something his family can talk about for a long time. Um, and it gives obviously the media who love him will give him something to talk about all season long. Every time they check in together, every time they do the first thing, uh, uh, dad and son together, like they throw an oop together, or the first assist together. They'll give the ESPN something to talk about every time. Um, yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I
it
saw
was
someone compare it to Griffey Senior and Griffey Junior.
not even close.
No, just different.
I mean, Ken Griffey Jr. Was the number one overall draft pick. Ken Griffey Jr. was one of the best baseball players of all time. Ken Griffey Jr. earned his spot on the Seattle Mariners roster. Bronny James certainly has not earned anything. And that's
Well,
why it's not cool. If he was like really, really good, deserved to be drafted, deserved to be on the roster, it would be an awesome, awesome story. Instead, it's just completely fake, and it becomes the exact opposite of a cool story.
yeah, it's just like a news grab kind of thing. It's just so ESPN can hop on the Bronny bandwagon and
Yeah.
talk about him for a couple hour segments, and then yeah,
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. This would be like, let's say, for example, a phenomenal singer, like Mariah Carey. Okay. Let's say Mariah Carey has one of her kids is a horrible singer, but yet they record a song together and put it out. It'd be the same thing.
well, that happens all the time. So, I mean, and I don't know if they're horrible or not. I could care less. But I mean, think about all the stuff that like Will Smith's kid.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly. Yeah.
so I think that stuff happens. I think it's obviously just hasn't happened in front of our eyes with LeBron and Bronny. But I can only imagine like how much that happens in like the NBA front offices, like, and it's hard to tell. I mean, the coaching carousel where I mean, there's in the NFL, NBA, there's somebody's kid is coaching and
Yeah.
they get a spot. Did that? You know, is there someone out there probably more deserving? Most likely, but
Oh
you
yeah.
got the connection, you might as well use it.
Yeah.
And we're
Um,
talking about, I mean, I don't know who didn't play last night for the Lakers. Was there anybody who didn't get into the game?
I'm sure there was.
Okay,
no,
They all got in.
yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
that would surprise me. JJ Redick testing the waters, man, pushing
yeah,
all the
because
right buttons.
Max Christie played 11 minutes.
How many minutes did Bronny get? Did you say
3.
3 minutes? Yeah. And then also last night, how about those Boston Celtics tying an NBA record 29 threes in a game? That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like almost 90 points.
Yeah. They might shoot 40 a game all year.
Unbelievable how the game of basketball has changed. It is crazy.
29.
29 threes they made.
At one point, I think when we were recording the last one, I was looking at the box score, and they had 5 less attempts from 3 than whoever they played field goals.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
But I mean, you're talking 7 a quarter
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
that you're making.
Yeah. That's crazy. Tatum, what a game he had. 37 points, and then White and Brown combined for another 47.
Wow.
They are going to be tough to beat.
Yep. Yeah, they're good. I think Tatum's on a little revenge tour kind of thing too, because
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I saw a clip where he caught it and just like he could have shot it right away, and he let the guy close out, and he just jab stepped him to death and just shot it right in his face. Like, all right, dude.
I think Jaylen Brown's probably on a little bit of a revenge tour too. I'm sure he feels like he kind of got snubbed off the Olympic team.
Yeah.
Hey, here's the other thing. I was watching a little bit of the Bucks game tonight. Damian Lillard, why was he not on the Olympic team?
He hasn't been quite as good ever since he left Portland.
He averaged,
I mean, he's still obviously solid, but
he averaged like 31 points in the playoffs last year.
oh, he did?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, get rid of Halliburton and add. I mean, but then it's tough because like, who do you take between like Lillard and Kyrie?
Yeah, I'd probably take Kyrie.
Yeah.
But then you look at Drew Holiday too, and obviously he was on the team because of his defense. But I mean, he only averaged like 12 points a game last year.
True.
But you got to have someone that wants to defend on that team.
He's that glue guy.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So hey, we are underway with the NBA. Any other NBA stuff you guys got?
No, I saw James Wiseman went down with an injury. I think he's been hurt his entire NBA career.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with Kawhi Leonard? Is he starting the season out?
I forgot he's in the league. What team is he on?
He's Clippers, right?
Yeah, Clippers still. I think he might be out too. I don't know.
Oh, he's not playing tonight. He's out right now.
Jeez.
Did he even play last year?
They are opening up their new arena though tonight.
Oh,
the Clippers? They're not playing. They're not playing at the Staples anymore.
No,
I think they got their own place.
Yeah, they wow, like a crazy arena.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, man,
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, hey, let's finish up with some college football. Big rivalry this weekend in Ann Arbor as the Spartans of Michigan State come into town. Michigan, 3.5-point favorite at home against the Spartans. Night game. Crowd should be rocking. Right now, guys, we still don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Now, again, we're recording Wednesday. By the time this comes out on Friday, maybe we'll know who the quarterback is.
Well, if they're smart, they wouldn't say.
No, I agree. Yeah, exactly. You're right. That's a great.
Hopefully the quarterback knows, but nobody else should.
Yeah.
Or just start the guy, let him go 2 drives, and then bench him.
Well, and play all 3 of them. Or
I don't know what they're
5, whatever we got. I don't even know.
I heard the freshman doesn't want to play because his parents don't want him to play as a freshman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The 4-star or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want a red shirt.
Wow. Oh. That's ridiculous.
I don't know how you can't get a quarterback.
Yeah.
Where did the ball drop during recruiting in between the coaching change to where you can't go out and find a quarterback that can at least do a little something? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I was really kind of hopeful for Tuttle because I thought it when he came in against Washington, he did pretty good the rest of that game, even though they lost. But wow, was he horrible um, last week? Absolutely terrible.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot right now.
I would think I would go. I mean, there's no good choice, but I think at this point I'd go back to Orgy. I think.
Can you guys think of a national championship the year prior to a team who is just like goes from national championship to just crumbling in a year?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, did LSU kind of after the championship?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, after Burrow and them and Chase.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
What about Florida when they won back to back?
yeah, that
yeah,
might be another
that's 2 in a row. So
Oh, you get two in a row.
Yeah.
What happened to the second one, Trent?
I don't know, but they won 2 in a row.
No, they did win two in a row. No.
Miami, maybe I don't know. But here's the thing. I mean, let's be honest. They had 18 guys go to the NFL, right? Michigan.
Poor excuse.
I guess. I guess so. I mean,
Ohio State sends like 8 to 10 every year. They don't have a problem reloading.
Well, so does Alabama and Georgia.
True.
yeah.
Why is it so hard to get those types of guys to like continuously like come in to Michigan? Like what deflects them? Is it the weather? Like is it the cold? I don't know.
I think it's truly I don't know, but I almost wonder.
What would you say though? Like what's your guess on why you can't attract?
I think getting in there sometimes. I don't know if they always have like the ability to get everybody in.
So like qualifying wise.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly true, but I've heard some rants like that from people before, like, the academic standards
For
are
the
a little
athletes
different.
are
Yes.
up there still.
It's not completely probably
Yeah.
because you're an athlete. Now, maybe it is. Maybe there are some athletes who get in. I don't know, but
Yeah.
maybe you got to jump through more hoops and things like that.
True. Yeah, because you like listen to some of those like rookies that get the NFL media day or whatever, and they can't even talk, and it's like
You're wondering.
you just went through 3 years of school, like.
Well, it's like I just listened to. I was listening to a podcast with Jason Williams on it,
Which Jason Williams?
the point guard from Florida,
Okay.
or from played in the NBA.
Yeah.
He was talking about his time at Florida, and who knows how true or whatever. But anyway, he was saying they had a rule where if you missed class, you had to like do conditioning and like at 6 a.m. in the morning. So he was like, screw it. Like I'm just gonna go to the conditioning. I'm gonna be better conditioned. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna get myself a good breakfast. I'm gonna go get my shooting in, get a nap, and then get a little extra work before practice. And I'm never even gonna go to class. No big deal.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, it was a great story. I mean, he actually is awesome to listen to when on some of these podcasts. But I mean, think about that. He's like, I'm not going to be there long enough for that
Yeah.
to affect me. I might
It's
as
not
well.
like he's there for school. He's there for basketball.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
All right. Another what was potentially until last week was going to be a huge matchup in the Big Ten, Ohio State, Nebraska, and then Nebraska, got destroyed by Indiana last week. Did not look very good at all. So that kind of takes away from the excitement of what this game could have been. Ohio State's a 25.5-point favorite.
Holy smokes.
Ohio State coming off the bye week after that heart-wrenching loss to Oregon. Trent, you're the Ohio State guy. What are your thoughts about the Nebraska game?
I think they'll handle them. Can I turn the clock back a little bit to the Oregon game?
Yeah, sure.
Did you hear that the Oregon coach, like that whole thing with the 12 men on the field was like a plan?
Really?
He like there was like a weird gap in the rule of like the clock having to run still or versus like it was like a weird I mean, a great strategy, but it was like if we just leave 12 men on the field, give up the 5 yards, then they lose that time. Like that time does not get added
Yeah, the added back or
back on the clock. Because I think
there's no
essentially it would have
stoppage.
been 10 seconds instead of 6.
Okay.
So I think there was like some weird loophole in the rule of the 12 men on the field kind of thing.
Wow.
But he like pretty much admitted that it was
Yeah, they
it was
practiced it or something like that.
yeah, it was like a strategic play for the end of the game. So they gave up the 5 yards, but they also lose 4 seconds.
Which
So like shoot, yeah,
just the amount they needed for him not to take the knee or
for sure.
slide.
Because if he
Yeah.
slid, when he
Yeah.
slid, there was zeros, so there would have been 3 seconds on the clock
Yeah,
Wow.
in field goal range.
right. And it was a first down, wasn't it?
No, it would no.
They would
Did
have
they
had
have a
to
timeout or anything or no?
They had 1 timeout.
Okay, so that would have got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so they would have had at least a shot to kick that field goal.
Yeah.
That's
So I thought that was pretty crazy. I mean, if there's a loophole in that rule and you can use it to your advantage, shoot, why not?
Well,
Right?
didn't they already update the rule?
I did hear that. I didn't know if it was like confirmed or not that they
Yeah,
changed
I don't know
it.
if it is or not, but I think I thought I saw last weekend they said the NCAA like kind of like changed that so it couldn't be used in that
Okay.
type of advantage anymore.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Nebraska.
well, hold on. I just want to say that's absolutely crazy that like a coach would be that detailed and know that,
Yeah.
be able to implement that on the fly and think, here's a great way to save 4 seconds or whatever. That's crazy.
And to practice like that situation, like
Yeah.
with basketball and stuff, you do situational drills and all that kind of stuff. But like
Yeah.
that specific situation to like, hey, we need an extra guy on the field. Let them run the play, and then we'll just take the 5 yards.
Yeah.
And then if you give up a big play, like at least you had an extra defender,
Yes,
shouldn't-
yeah.
you know. So it's like,
But-
you just hope you don't give up that extra yardage.
yeah.
Like you just hope you don't give up more than 5, I guess.
Which most likely though, if you did, you would have done that had you had 11 on the field anyway. So
For sure.
Yeah. Genius.
Yeah.
That's absolutely genius.
Yeah, because like I saw Urban Meyer was talking about it, and he's like, "Well, that guy's playing chess, and I've been playing checkers my whole life." So it's
Yeah.
that's crazy. So I guess props to the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty crazy rule.
But all right, yeah. What do you got, Trent? Ohio
And
State?
Nebraska, I think 25.5 is a lot.
Yeah.
Especially just Big Ten matchup. It isn't at the shoe, so I could see where, but 25 is also a weird number.
Yeah.
It's a like, why not? You might as well just make it 27 or 28 at that point. I don't know. Nebraska, I thought they were decent at the beginning of the year. I think I watched them play early on, week 1 or 2, and I was like, oh, they're not bad at all. And then they continued to lose like 3 in a row or something like that. So, yeah, I think Ohio State will handle business,
Yeah.
do what they got to do.
All right. What do you guys think? Anything else you got before we end this show with our top 3?
Can we do a quick World Series prediction?
Oh yeah, the good one. And what's up with the big gap between? I mean,
It's a rest week.
what the
I don't know. Because they were so quick to jump in from ALDS and NLDS to the CS, and now it's like, oh hey, here's some time off.
Yeah,
I guess it's kind of similar to what the national championship for football kind of looked like. Didn't they give them a hefty break, like a 2-weeker maybe?
I think
From that Final Four, when it was 4 teams, from that semifinal game to the final game, I felt like was a nice chunk of time.
Yeah,
But maybe I'm wrong.
It's weird because you got to think about weather too, and we're going to be pushing November here and playing baseball in New York City.
True. Yeah. Well, what do you think? Let's go with like a winner and then series outcome. So like,
I'm going to go, man. I feel like the Dodgers got one of the best offensive lineups we've seen in a long, long time.
mhm.
But man, the Yankees got a couple, two or three guys that are just better probably than any offensive guy the Dodgers have except Otani. So the Dodgers got more offensive depth, but maybe the Yankees maybe are a little bit more top heavy. I don't know. Does that sound accurate, Trent? You would probably know more than I would.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty accurate, but the meat of the order, like it's gonna go Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton,
Yeah.
and then the Dodgers go Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and then this Edmund guy who apparently is up for MVP or something like that, who is a stud.
Is that Jim Edmonds?
He was a good player too.
He was a good player.
How about Shohei Ohtani? One of the last, maybe it was the last game of their series with the Mets. He actually led off.
Yeah. I don't know. They mix up their lineup a ton. It's gonna be. I don't think pitching is very strong on either side.
Yeah, I don't think
It
so.
might be just the race to 10 runs.
Like they're playing slow pitch softball.
Seriously, it might just be a complete shootout.
Yeah.
And because I feel like the Dodgers don't have a ton of starting pitching.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the Yankees don't have a ton of like middle relief help. So they kind of hope those guys go the distance. But yeah, it should be a good series. You got like $1 billion versus $1 billion. So
Right.
it should be pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna go Yankees in 6.
All right, Kurt. I'm gonna go Dodgers in 7.
Yeah. And that's a good pick too, because Dodgers have home field, right, Trent?
Yep.
So game 7 will be played in Los Angeles.
I'm going to go Dodgers in 6.
Okay.
Give me the Dodgers. Flaherty's starting on the bump Friday.
Oh man, the one that got away.
His playoff record is 1-2 with a 7 ERA.
That's not very good.
That's because they let him in to die that one game.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt so bad for him. It was just like single, double, and they're just no one's in the bullpen. It's like you're not being saved, Flaherty.
How about Otani's 50-50 ball going for $4 million?
Is it really?
Oh yeah. No, it sold for almost $4.5 million.
Holy cow.
Gosh.
How would you like to be that guy who caught it?
We should have scattered out in the outfield.
What's his name? Didn't get it, did he? Oh, what's that guy's name? The ball hawk guy. Hampel. Zach Hampel.
Yeah. He's like, I just go out and catch home run balls.
All right. Anything else before we get to the top 3?
Nope.
Hey, and I will say top 3 last time, there was a little bit of a discrepancy. Big Mo didn't realize we were doing top 3 chip dips. He thought we were doing.
Hey, by the way, maybe we could do the top 3 mayo dips. Which, by the way, coincidentally, Kurt and Trent, today, in our main office at the end of the day, I stopped in there and someone had brought in like this new place had brought in like a food tray, and they had a dill mayo dip. And I was like, I should not try this. But I dunked a carrot in it, and it might have been the worst thing I've ever. Only for the fact that it was mayo. I can't stand mayo like that.
Well, did
Who
we look
is
up?
dipping mayo?
Did we look up? Because Trent mentioned a dill dip.
Oh, I'm not saying it can't be. Actually, you know what? I was talking to some other people, and they say mayo, like in maybe in Europe, Kurt, mayo is like a dip like that.
Wow. And again,
So
I agree with you. I wouldn't dip in just plain mayo.
you can't, but you're dipping in mayo.
Yeah, but again, the way that I made my jalapeno mayo dip, I also had garlic in it, pepper in it,
Doesn't matter.
onion powder in it.
Kurt, that's like saying, I just want you to think about this, Kurt. That's like saying if I had dog shit and I put garlic on it, and paprika and red pepper and something. It changes from dog shit to a dip.
Now you're a
Oh.
dipshit. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't argue with that. Uh, all right, so Big Mo thought we were doing cookies for some reason. Last time I talked to producer Dal about it. He said he sent you the exact same text he sent me. So
I should double check that text.
but anyway, because of that, we decided we are going to do top 3 cookies for you tonight, Big Mo.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Real Estate Ryan has been in real estate for over 20 years and can help you with all your real estate needs. Realtor Ryan has helped me in my journey in learning about real estate, and he can do the same for you, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just learn more about real estate in general. Ring Realtor Ryan.
Well, I thought we were doing crackers.
I thought we were doing brownies and cake.
Oh man, I'm
right.
reading it right now. It does say top 3 chip cracker, huh?
Yeah, then he thought we were doing chips, not dip. Oh, jeez.
Can't make
All
it
right.
up.
Let me spin the wheel.
All right.
That's awesome. Give it to me. No. Kurt, number 1.
All right, I'm going to go third.
Ooh. Number 2. Myself.
Wow.
Big Mo, third.
This is the third time in a row we've had this exact same order.
No, it's different. Oh, I guess it is the same.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Big
Oh, wait,
Mo
no, maybe not. Yeah, it
No,
is.
I get to pick, right? Or is it where I place? I forgot.
Well, you drew me first, and I picked third, and then you drew yourself.
So I get to pick
Yeah. What pick do you want?
number
Yeah.
1,
Yeah. So then Big Mo gets 2.
2. So it's a switch. It's a
It
switch.
is. Yep. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Let's go with give me just the regular chocolate chip cookie.
Wow. Yeah. OG.
Now, is there a certain is it the chocolate chip cookie that your mom makes, or is it like a Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie?
No, it definitely needs to be like a homemade chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
I don't care.
You
I
like
don't
it
care.
soft and gooey, or a little bit crispy?
Kind of like in the middle, not too gooey, but not too hard either.
Okay.
Somewhere, just like a nice clean break. You don't have to hear it break.
Okay.
No. All right. Yeah.
Big Mo, what kind of chocolate chip cookie do you like?
Oh, you know the best chocolate chip cookie?
What?
Subway.
Really?
Oh,
They do
so
it.
Subway cookies?
No,
They're good.
They're good.
Come on now. Come on now.
So Big Mo, have you done the footlong cookie?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not. Sounds delicious, but I don't think that's the same. I like them soft and like where they're a little bit melted and really chewy, like almost underdone.
Like
Ooh.
fresh out of the oven too?
Oh, fresh out of the oven is great. You know what's even better?
What?
Probably one of my top snacks of all time? Cookie dough.
Yes.
Chocolate chip cookie dough. Oh,
Yeah.
take me home. I'm gonna go no bake.
Oh, good one. Now, does no bake, does that traditionally have peanut butter in it too, or
I
no?
believe
A
so.
little hint of it?
Oh, I think it's a pretty important ingredient.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's the binder.
Yeah. No, I did have that on my list too. Man, this is tough.
Oh,
Okay, so locally here in West Michigan, we have a grocery store called Family Fare. And Family Fare has a bakery, and Family Fare makes this really, really great cookie. It's kind of peanut butter flavored, and then it's got on one half of it, it's got chocolate all over it. And personally, I don't think there's a better combination in the world of food than combining chocolate and peanut butter, to be honest with you. So anyway, the family fare, again, it's kind of a peanut butter cookie with a whole layer of like a chocolate covering on it.
It's a chocolate covered. It's a peanut butter covered, chocolate covered cookie.
Yes, so good.
Salad.
Yes.
Almost overdone.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go first pick here now in the second round. I'm gonna go I think it's made by Keebler, and it's the fudge stripes. So it's got that little hole in there.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, so addicting. So that's gonna be my first pick in round 2.
Salad. Keebler. The elves do a great job with the cookies.
They do. They have some other good ones, and we'll see if another one I got gets picked. Otherwise, we'll talk about it afterwards. But anyway, Big Mo, on to you.
Oh, on to me. I'm gonna go with a true classic. I'm not even sure if they make them anymore. But a Cub Scout Samoan.
Oh, what's in that one?
Isn't that the coconut chocolate? Oh,
I can't handle coconut. I don't do
oh, Kurt, you're missing out then.
Okay.
I believe it was a Samoan is what they were called.
Could be.
Girls, what did I say? Girl Scout?
You meant Girl Scouts, I think.
I think I did.
You said Cub Scouts, but I think you meant
Guess
Girl
the old Cub Scouts might be cooking these days. Girls, let's see.
The Caramel Delights.
Are they? I think they changed the name.
Yeah, they did because it was on my list.
But does it have coconut in it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't do coconut.
They're 12 out of 10 good.
Really?
Oh, they're so good.
Oh yeah, it was changed to the caramel delights.
Yeah, they're
I wonder why they changed that.
fantastic. That's a great
That's
it's a great pick, Big Mo.
it's not something you want to eat every time,
Oh,
but like when they have them and you can grab them.
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, the Keebler does a nice imitation Samoan.
But I mean, you can't top Girl Scout cookies.
No, you cannot.
Trent, all right, you got to wrap up round 2, and then you got the first pick in round 3.
Give me the the peanut butter cookie with the Hershey Kiss on top of it.
Yep.
Give me those.
Do you like to? So when I have that, I like to eat around the Hershey kit and then eat it whole afterwards. Not
So you get the bottom part of the cookie still with the Hershey. Yeah.
I like to make sure I get a piece of the Hershey with it every bite.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
And I think everyone has different names. You know what's great about those, and I think like they might be known as peanut butter blossoms.
I've never even heard a name, honestly.
What's great about those is you only get them once a year.
Yeah. They're
True.
popular during Christmas parties.
Crush them during Christmas, baby.
Yeah, Christmas. Why is that? They're so good. That doesn't make any sense. And third choice.
Yes.
We're gonna go with the Thin Mints.
Is that a Girl Scout cookie too?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate and mint's another good combo.
Yeah, those are very good as well. So I'm gonna go with those.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go with a classic, one of my OGs, just a classic. And I'm probably more partial now in my older age. A golden Oreo, probably double stuffed.
The golden,
just because the chocolate can hit you a little bit. But as you have an Oreo, you got to have a nice ice cold glass of milk with it.
I was just gonna ask you if you
you have to.
Yeah.
You can't have an Oreo without the milk.
No, that's a good one. All right. My third last pick here in the draft. I'm gonna go with Soft Batch. I think that's also made by Keebler. Soft Batch cookie. It's like it's kind of like a chocolate chip cookie, but it's more of like a filling, I think, inside the.
It is. You're right.
Yeah.
Probably.
I maybe could have even said that at number 1.
Oh wow.
Those are so good.
The
Definitely not a go-to. Definitely
Soft.
not a go-to on my book, but I think it just because there's so many other great ones.
Yeah. What are some other ones that you were thinking? Maybe honorable mention style.
You ever heard of
Well,
a
I think
monster cookie?
ooh,
What was that one?
A monster cookie?
What's that?
Like everything. It's like peanut butter, chocolate chip, M&Ms.
M&Ms,
Yeah,
Okay.
everything.
whatever you can throw in it is in
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty good. Um, I'm a macadamia,
Okay.
Subway,
Oh yeah.
salad. Um,
I got one Big Mo that I know you like, and I
uh,
like too. EL fudge.
oh man, can't especially if they're double stuffed.
Yeah.
Little
Hmm.
extra, little extra fudge.
I think that's all I got had on my list. I did have the no bake that you mentioned. I did have the softer chocolate chip cookies on my list too.
I don't mind. Again, Christmas time comes around, you just get the old sugar cookie with the homemade frosting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Those aren't
Solid.
bad either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
It's probably like the
Oh,
worst cookie, but it tastes good for some
oh,
reason.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh,
You talk
definitely.
about like the Meyer ones or whatever, you just get like
Well,
the
you
12
can get
pack.
them at Myers year round, I think, but I think I
Yeah.
usually only eat them at Christmas because
Yeah.
um,
What do you guys think about like ginger flavored kind of cookies like the windmill cookies?
Those aren't bad.
They're not bad. I never have them,
No.
but then it's like once in a while, like out of maybe once every 10 years, I might have one. And I'm like, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I think they got to be
that's because you're
like
getting old, Kurt.
if they're just like out in front of you and you're somewhere, you probably just grab one just cause it's a cookie.
Yeah.
And then it's like, not bad, but not great. It has like a little cinnamon flavor to it, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it does. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those aren't.
All right, guys. What do you think? Anything else you got before we end the week here? Get into some college football on tomorrow and NFL on Sunday. What do you got? Anything else?
Nothing else.
Not much.
All right. Well, sounds good. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope everybody watching has a good weekend. Go Blue, go Lions, and we will see you on the next one.